want better for y'all.
I don't think enough people are saying this shit.
These are just our ideas.
Maybe we should all be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit less delusional.
What do we know?
What the fuck could we possibly know?
Hey, look, get your shit together.
But let me stay focused.
All right, and welcome back to The Reason They Should Have Never Gave You Niggas Microphones. I'm Lil.
I'm Bitch Shot Shae.
And this is Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. Woo! Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Were you a hating ass bitch during the last year? Are you looking for ways that you can change your ways? You come to the right place. Welcome.
Yes, welcome.
It might be hard for you to hear some of this stuff if you are a hating ass bitch, but it's for the better. That's the whole thing here.
Yeah.
Telling you everything that you need to hear, even if you don't want to listen, or whatever our bio says. Yeah.
Yeah.
The point is, we say what needs to be said. Nobody may like it, but it has to be said. And so, therefore, here we are, another week.
Yep. Another year.
Do you have any resolutions?
No, I don't have resolutions. I have like intentions, though. I mean, I guess you can call them the same thing, but I think intention kind of changes the tone. It's not as like you got to do it
Or else.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. I mean, my intention is always to make more money.
I know that's
than
right.
the year before, and to just be better than I was. And I feel like I get better every year.
You do. I agree with that.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
I have one resolution every year.
What?
Don't die. And I'm killing it.
Yeah.
27 years running, baby.
27. Yep.
No one's out resolutioning me.
We made it.
Well, we also have honorable mention, which way to start off the fucking year. I have honorable mention. You know, I love this. But it's when we give someone their props for being on their shit. And I have an alleged honorable mention.
There's a legend.
It's alleged. Do you have any guesses?
Oh, alleged?
Yes.
Beyonce?
No. Allegedly, congratulations to Halle Bailey.
Oh, what you mean?
Allegedly, she gave birth to a bundle of joy during the holiday season. We don't know shit about the baby or her, but she seems healthy. And so that gives the baby's healthy, and that's all that fucking matters. Ooh. So allegedly, great job. Congrats.
Wait, where did you see that at?
It's on the interwebs.
So you didn't see that video of her and DDG baking cookies?
Yeah.
She didn't look pregnant?
No, she looks like... Do you watch Baddies? Like how Camilla looks like I just had a baby?
No.
Even the way it wasn't even that video that was damning. It's not the full body videos that's damning. It's one video where they're sitting down and she has to get up. Mm-hmm. And I said, "Ho, that's a postpartum raise up." We're happy for you, babes.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
either way, yeah, I'm happy for her.
I wasn't one of the belly detectives.
Okay, she didn't have a baby. Okay, that's what I thought.
Nah, she moving slow.
But yeah, I mean, shit, I probably would do the same because the way people be acting.
Yeah, I don't blame her. I wasn't one of the belly detectives. Like that wasn't really my vibe or my motive. But I kind of, after a while, I'm like, oh, okay, this girl is pregnant. Mm-hmm. And I remember, bad example, because people don't necessarily, she's a very polarizing figure. But Kylie Jenner, remember when Stormi was born? And she was like, I never planned an announcement.
Yeah.
I never planned to tell y'all. I just wanted to be pregnant in peace. And I think that that's sort of like what Hallie's approach was. Because she also never denied being pregnant. She just...
Never said nothing. She
didn't say a damn thing. They had the helicopters over Kylie's crib and shit, trying to get a picture of, well, like a baby crib. But
yeah, I don't remember that, but...
Stormi's so cute.
I understand people wanting to, you know, keep their privacy pregnant. Like, that's really not
pregnancy private.
Yeah.
Don't hide pregnant woman. But if you are a pregnant woman, you have every right to keep it to yourself.
Thank you for explaining that.
You're welcome. Because niggas will run with anything. And then they'll be like, I heard from 2 women that I could do this.
Oh.
Then the girl crying. We don't need it. We do not need that.
No.
So allegedly, congratulations to Halle and I guess to DDG too.
Yes,
Congrats.
Allegedly.
That's what I got.
Okay, well, on to the negative news.
Woo, woo, woo.
I have Hotep of the Week.
Yes.
Where, we give a little
kick in the gut.
Yeah, so to speak. Yeah, to someone who did something crazy or said something stupid. And this week it is Dr. Jackie.
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm not tuned in on those shows. I'm just getting into Potomac, like third episode of Potomac total. I'm on. Yes, I started basketball. What I do is I jump in when they start something else. So like Basketball Wives, Orlando just started. I haven't missed a fucking thing. I'm in.
Oh, wait.
Or like if a season is not really related to the previous season, so like Basketball Wives regular.
Yeah.
They just got everybody back. I'm in. You have my attention because you have to introduce everybody. But I'm not going backwards. So like I see that there's a lot of drama with Married to Medicine, and I know they got the lying Southern Belle up there, right? From Atlanta.
The lying Southern Belle?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Quad?
No, she was a housewife.
Oh,
is she a liar?
Wait, who are you talking about?
Am I talking about the wrong person? She's a liar and she's a Southern Belle. And she upset Candy. And she was like, the lies.
Oh, yeah, Phaedra. Okay.
Yes.
Phaedra.
And no, she talked real like,
yeah.
like she would have the little parasail.
Oh, yeah. Her and Clyde both got that kind of like, I don't know. They different accents, but it's like a essence to like how they talk.
Mm.
But
bless your heart.
Anyway,
realness.
yeah. Dr. Jackie, she had said something crazy. Or I guess she was like on like an online after show or something with Dr. Heavenly. And basically, I don't know if the clip was taken out of context or not. I mean, because like she basically had said like black women be crying wolf when they go to the doctor and say they're in pain or that they need some time off, to relax, and so she basically, that clip surfaced and then people was just like, saying how as a doctor, you know what I'm saying,
that's ridiculous of you.
Yeah, as a black woman doctor, like how could you say something like that? Even if it was taken out of, like, I don't really believe it was taken out of context because you said it, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
But at the same time, it's just like, if that is the case, it's just like, I just don't think it was smart.
You should have a medical license.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? You know
but they did a study amongst fucking med students. And like a lot of them were genuinely under the impression that black people feel pain less.
Yeah, and my thing is, because that's like a known like fact at this point. I feel like
they think that, yeah.
Yeah, like the last maybe like several years, like you should know that. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, you should know as a doctor that that's not true. Like, how is that even something that's still being taught? We're literally humans like everybody else. Like, we don't feel pain any less because we're fucking black. Like, how? That don't even sound right.
No, it doesn't.
Like, not you pay thousands of dollars to go to medical school and
hundreds of thousands
of dollars to go to medical school, and you don't, and you feel that way.
And like, you're still an idiot.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And I just think it's like irresponsible as a black doctor. And my thing was, she had the interview with Kamala about, black women in pregnancy and like the issues that we face, And I feel like it just looked bad.
And it's like, if you saying it, how is somebody else that's not a black woman and not a doctor supposed to come behind you and say, that is false?
Right. Like, well, she said it. She's black. She's a woman. She's a doctor.
That just reminded me of that annoying ass song that was trending last year.
What?
I am woman. I am fearless. I was like, yo.
Oh, wait.
I hate that shit, bro. Not like women empowerment, but I was like,
song.
This is a bit much. Then I feel like I might be misremembering, but I think I clicked to see who it was, and the person was not black. I said, oh, neo soul from a white woman about women empowerment? I'm out. You sound great, baby, but I was already not on the boat. So I'm going to have to disembark.
Oh, fucking weak. But yeah, man, that was just dumb.
She should be ashamed, for real.
Yeah.
Well, then we have lyrics and lessons where we give a lyric and you get a lesson. Do you have any guesses?
T Grizzly?
No. I was thinking about it. I'm always thinking about it. I got told Dukes I'm a pop. Can't you see my? Been a winning side boy. Fuck a team hop. Please stop. I touch chicken like a wing stop. Bro, an Angry Bird. He get busy with that slingshot. That's from Jesus Shuttlesworth by Baby Tron.
Baby Tron?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I would have never got that. 'Cause I was thinking, I don't know who I was thinking, but it wasn't him.
For context, I kept the slingshot line because it's a good closer. Can't leave it behind. But the main point of what I'm talking about is told Dukes I'm a pop. Can't you see my? Been a winning side boy. Fuck a team hop. Please stop. I touch chicken like a wing stop. Because you have to stay down to come up. A lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people just think that like you can just start something and it'll take off. Mm-hmm. Because they see people who they believe became famous overnight when really they've been fucking working. Like these videos of Destiny's Child performing at the fucking county fair. Like to you, they came out of nowhere, but to them, they've been working for a really long time. And more importantly than that, you have to find a good group of people, cut the grass if you must, and be patient.
Really, yes. That's important.
Like, it'll work out in the end, but you can't skip those steps. Those steps aren't like suggestions. So.
That's hard.
It is.
No, I mean, like, that was dope.
Oh, thank you. It is hard to be patient, though.
But yes, it is. I'm very impatient.
Ugh. I'm waiting for like, hi, we're a podcast network and we'd like to offer you millions of dollars.
Yeah, like, we're here, guys. But,
for you.
Yeah. One day we gonna get there.
And I just like, please stop. I touch chicken like a wing stop.
Baby Tron, is that a dude?
Yes.
I don't think I have any music by him.
Well, I like him.
Yeah, I like that lyric. Okay. Well, my lyric is
Oh God.
oh wait. Cause this is literally all I've been listening to. Well, I've been listening to 2 albums. So the lyric is, picture that, picture me giving bitches slack, picture pretending and give all these bitches piggyback.
Okay. Tell us more.
It is called Falling for You by Nicki Minaj.
It's exactly what I was afraid of.
Yeah, sorry y'all. I like the album.
I'm scared to listen to it because I feel like she's back on her shit and I'm gonna like it, and I'm just trying to.
Yeah,
you know.
I think you like some of it
because sometimes though when she be like throwing the subs, I'm like, all right, we too old for this.
No, because I don't even think it's like a lot of that.
When I seen her at the the VMAs, she's like, you say you look up to her, but really you look up to me. I said, oh yeah, girl.
She do got songs where she's talking her shit. But she also do got songs that's like talking about her life, you know.
Aww.
And like real shit outside of like the music. Yeah, so basically the lesson I got from that is you don't have to cut people slack. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to you, you can stand on business about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's like it's your life. You know what I'm saying? It's about what you want, like what you want out of it. And if you not getting what you want, then you know what I'm saying. You gotta get rid of the shit. You don't owe nobody shit.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I kind of felt like that was kind of a bar of her talking her shit. Like, I feel like that was her kind of saying like, I don't gotta do shit for these bitches for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all really got me fucked up. Like, but at the same time, it's like you can, you know what I'm saying? You can decide what you want to do. You don't have to do shit because other people is telling you what you should and should not do.
I agree. As someone who loves not doing what people tell me to do,
Yeah.
I completely agree. The second you say I should, especially if you put a just in there,
Yeah.
why don't you just? You should just.
See, yeah. Initially, I'll be like, but sometimes then I'll actually think about it, and that's why I really don't like listening to people's like opinions of me because like I'll actually think about the shit, and then you know what I'm saying, like, because I'm like, well, maybe maybe they do have an insight that I'm not seeing, but I don't know. It depends on the person though. Some people just weird as fuck.
Sometimes it's hard to think about shit without internalizing it, though. That'd be the problem.
Right.
Because sometimes these motherfuckers be dead wrong.
Right. Somebody can really be completely wrong about you. But some people can be right about you and you don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why you're here.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yep.
Well, I have Let Me Stay Focused, which is our topic of the week. Do you have any other guesses?
It could be anything.
It's related to holiday season.
Gifts?
Kind of. Okay. So there's this lady. I'm not going to tell her story for her. We'll let her tell it, and then we shall discuss.
Oh, I think I know.
Story about my Christmas this year, this morning, how it went. I am in a relationship. We live together. We've lived together for the last 4 years. We decided to give my son his older son's old gaming computer because his older son's getting a new one, and my son wanted one for Christmas, and I really didn't want him to have it. I had reservations about him getting a computer. I think he's a little too old, too young. He's only 9, but he convinced me to let him have it. He thought that it would be a good financial decision, and also a way for him to have what he wants with us, not having to invest too much money. So he goes to his son's house, Christmas Eve, yesterday. He sets up the new computer, and it is a nice computer. It's even nicer than the one that he wanted, top of the line, okay? He gets the old computer. He brings it back. We have a dinner to go to. So we go to dinner. At dinner, we're discussing, I bring up, like, okay, so what's the plan? Because we had discussed it prior about a week ago, and the plan was we were going to put it together, make sure his stuff was ready the night before while he was sleeping so he could wake up and play with his stuff. However, when I bring it up now, he's saying that, we could just do it in the morning and blah, 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 blah. He doesn't feel like doing it now. His family's in town. He wants to have some drinks with them, whatever. Okay. That was just not sitting well with me at all. That was not the plan. This is my son. I wanted him to wake up and enjoy his stuff just like his son gets to wake up and enjoy his stuff. Actually, his son has been enjoying his stuff since yesterday, the day before Christmas, okay? So I get upset and I'm like, why does my son have to wait on enjoying his Christmas stuff because you want to be lazy all of a sudden? So since he didn't like what I said about being lazy, he says, well, why don't I just not give him the computer then? So we are at a dinner. We are at a girlfriend's house eating dinner when this happened. So I have to pull together. And in my mind, I'm trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to handle this? So I'm like, I'm going to get back to the house and I'm just going to put the computer disc together and just so he can have something to, because he had nothing else. This was his big gift. Like, the other stuff was to supplement the computer. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I get home. I start putting stuff together. I'm a wreck. I'm an emotional free wreck. Okay. I start, I pull out the computer stand desk and I start, trying to put it together. And he says, as he sees me doing it, he's like, I don't know what you need a computer desk for when you ain't got no computer. I put the computer stand together. I put the chair together. And, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to have to tell him some story about how it didn't come. And I'm just going to have to go, tell him just going to have to go first thing in the morning, when the stores open back up to get you a computer, I'm sorry, come up with some lie. And I was hoping that, I was really hoping that I would wake up in the morning and he would still have that computer on that computer desk, like realize that what he said, what he was doing was wrong, even though my pride didn't even want it. But I did not want I wanted more for my son to not wake up to nothing for Christmas. So I was up all night. I was tired. So I was the last one up. So he comes in the room and he's like,
I don't know why it froze, but let's see if it will unfreeze. Nope, she's just frozen. Pretty girl lip fillers is like poked out right now. But so far.
So what was the conclusion?
He don't get the computer.
So he never got it?
No.
Like,
Nope, let's see. I don't think it'll fast forward. Let's see.
I'm just going to have to go first thing in the morning, when the stores open back up to get you a computer, I'm sorry, come up with some lie. And I was hoping that, I was really hoping that I would wake up in the morning and he would still have that computer on that computer desk, like realize that what he said, what he was doing was wrong, even though my pride didn't even want it. But I did not want I wanted more for my son to not wake up to nothing for Christmas. So I was up all night. I was tired. So I was the last one up. So he comes in the room and he's like, are you going to get up? Your son's up. I go look in the room. There is nothing on the computer stand. Nothing on the computer stand. I say all this to say, obviously this isn't going to work out. But I just need you to understand, like, do not play with nobody's kids. Don't play with nobody's kids.
Yeah.
Immediate reaction to that. Aside from, damn, because that was mine too. Yeah.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Yeah. For
the kid, like, why? Like, I thought when you have kids, like, that petty shit kind of.
And y'all live together, so you live with this child.
Right.
So it's not even like you could be like, fuck it, he won't get it. And then you get to not have to watch the disappointment on the child's face. You are, in fact, going to have to.
I mean, he obviously enjoyed it.
That shit is like fucking despicable.
For you to be like, oh, your son's up. Like.
After 4 years.
I don't get it.
Is there any version of this story where the man is not right, but it's more understandable? Like,
I mean, yes, in a way, because I know I can be a selfish asshole. So in a way, I could understand, like, oh, I'm not putting it up because I want to be mad. But this is Christmas and this is for a kid. You know what I'm saying? I don't imagine anyone being that, like, cruel.
But him saying he can't have it in the first place, do you think that was, like, justifiable?
No. Because once he got, like she said, they had a plan. And if he just didn't want to put the shit together, he should have just said, like, I don't want to put it together. But to just be like, oh, well, he don't have to have it is crazy.
It's fucked up.
Because what else is he going to have? That's literally his gift. Like, that's how I'm saying, like, that man hates your kid.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting from
Or
that.
you.
Yeah, or you.
And want you to look a fucking fool.
Because I can understand, like, being like, oh, well, I'm not going to I'll put it together in the morning. Or, you know, she said he wanted to go out with his family and have drinks or whatever. Like, I feel like that part is understandable. Mm-hmm. But what about that, like, led to him just saying, like, oh, he can't have it at all. And then literally didn't, like, I can understand if he just said that shit out of anger, but he still did it. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, like, I was just hoping I would wake up and it would be there. No, he was dead ass.
Yeah, and he was antagonizing her while she was putting the other shit together. That's like,
that shit is fucked up.
Real sicko, real fucked up shit. Like, And I think a lot of times too, people who get caught up in ego, and often predominantly men, especially in relationships, like they talk about a lot about people who are divorced. Stay with me. I promise it's going somewhere. People who are divorced, and like how often people in heterosexual relationships, the man in that relationship says, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like, okay, so I forgot to do this thing that she asked me to do 20 times. It's not that big of a deal. And so like a lot of times men don't see the larger picture to what this implies about you as a person. Because like, yes, you can say, I would prefer if you put the toilet seat down, because if I pee at night, I'm going to fall the fuck in here. And like, while it's like, haha, it's also like, you not doing it implies that you don't care if I fall in here or not. You don't give a fuck about me or like being inconvenienced or my well-being. And I think to men oftentimes it's, I just didn't put the toilet seat down. What the fuck is your issue? And so I feel like with this, it's like, oh, you insulted me, so I didn't give him the gift. Case closed. We can move on for another day. Because I don't even, if you weren't going to put the computer up, your black ass should have been gone by the time I woke the fuck up.
Yeah. Your ass should have been packing, because what? How do you think this is going to continue after that?
You should have known step 2 was get the fuck out.
I'm glad she led with, like, obviously this isn't going to work out. You know, it's over, but, you know.
I just feel like, where do you find that amount of malice towards a child? Like, how do you not say, there's a larger picture here?
There's kid.
Yeah.
Like, literally, the kid is a kid. It's a kid. Like, nobody wants to see a kid, like, disappointed on Christmas morning. Like,
I might have even said, oh, you going to call me lazy. I'm not going to fuck with you no more. Here's the computer. Get the fuck on.
Yeah. But actually following through with it is crazy.
And to wake her up. You don't even let her kids wake her up. You wake her up. To show her that you did that. Like, why did you want to see that reaction from anybody?
I know she was distraught. Like, that just being, like, not having shit for your kid. I mean, she did have, like, the supplemental shit, but, like, it doesn't matter if he doesn't have the main shit. Then at that point, he doesn't have nothing to play with.
Like,
and
at least she had a contingency plan. Like, okay, if he really is this much of an asshole, I'm gonna tell him it didn't get here yet. We got to go to the store first thing in the morning, whatever. But why are you still here? Like, and then you're gonna make me not fuck Christmas up, but you're still sitting in my face. But your son got his shit the night before Christmas.
Right. Been playing his shit.
I don't even understand why he couldn't have been like, here, you take it. Since you want it done so bad, do it.
That's what I'm saying. I really don't understand why he just was like, oh, I'm going to take it, and he's not going to get it. Like, what did the kid do to you?
That's why, and this is, they say, you don't know, these people don't make assumptions. I feel like he did something with that computer. He flipped it or something.
Like, sold it?
Because why were you being weird about setting it up in the first place? If you know that you agreed to set it up, okay, let's leave this dinner a little bit earlier. We're going to set it up, and I'm going to go out with my family. And like, I trust people's intuition, because remember she said when he said that shit, something didn't sit right with her.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, what do you mean? You said we were going to set it up tonight.
It's literally Christmas Eve.
Like,
when else would it be getting set up, sir?
And we had a plan. I'm just confirming with you that plan is still happening. And now all of a sudden your family's here and this and that.
Yeah. The fact that he actually went through with not giving the computer to the son is like, yeah, he probably did actually do something with it.
And that's what I'm saying, because what would make you not? So you mean to tell me it's in your car and you're going to watch this child? The kid's probably not going to be like sad. Mm-hmm. But like, you're opening up all these gifts that lead to a larger gift that's not there. Why would you sit around for that?
Yeah.
Like, even if I wanted to be the biggest asshole in the world, I would go to my car and get the fucking computer. If it was outside.
Yeah.
So where's the fucking computer?
So, did they give an update?
No, this just happened. Like, I feel icky about it.
No, I kind of want to know what happened.
I wish she would have tagged him because I would have went under there.
No, some people on
raggedy
Twitter was
bitch.
saying he was under the video commenting,
Saying what?
trying to plead his case or whatever.
I just feel like there's no case for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what he was saying, but
There's people who break up.
There's no excuse for that.
That's what I'm saying. There's people who break up and can't stand that child's parent, but they formed a bond with that child to the point where they're still involved with the child.
I mean, even if you don't have a bond with the kid, like, that's just evil. Now, I can understand, like, if there was no kid involved and, like, you being petty.
Like, but even so, I don't know. Christmas?
You're
going to play a game like that on Christmas? A lot of the comments on Instagram was saying, like, I would have found it funny he was trying to give my son a hand-me-down in the first place. I don't feel that way.
No, because them gaming computers, I mean,
they cost.
Yeah, it's not like a fucking simple thing. Especially if it's quality, you know. And a lot of people build their own computer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like a little laptop shit that it's not cheap shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, people actually think about what parts and stuff they need and stuff, like.
And I'm thinking about it now. He talked her into it. She didn't want to get him a computer. Remember, she was like, I think he's too young. He's only 8.
Yeah. 9.
Like, someone said a man knowing your son since he was 4 and still calling him your son 4 or 5 years later is a red flag.
Yeah. I agree with that as well.
Someone else said the fact that he made her get up to watch her son get nothing is disgusting. The way me and my child would have been MIA when he got up Christmas morning is crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know how she went to sleep, honestly. I mean, I guess she had to sleep, but I would have been trying to figure something the fuck out. Like, I mean, obviously it's Christmas Eve, everything's closed. But goddamn, like.
Someone said, how did you let him go to sleep after telling your son telling you your son didn't have a computer? Like, wow. That's like really pitiful. Like, on his behalf.
Yeah. It's really sad. Like, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. And I really hope she left. I know, like, people in financial hardship right now. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying, her situation, but I hope she's able to, like, separate.
What's interesting is a lot of people are also, like, trying to blame her in the comments.
Yeah, I seen some people saying that she was wrong for, I guess, egging it on or something. I don't know. What they blaming her for?
This one says, honestly, I would not have asked him more than once to do it. I would have left early and done it. I don't give people room to disappoint my child. I would have had a backup just in case. I don't depend on others to do for my child. I would have given my child my computer to fuck. I would have told him not to come home if he didn't have that computer since it got to that. I'm also not living with my boyfriend as a mother/fiance. Yes, because a boyfriend is going to act like this. Temporary energy. Thank God for my tribe because I know they would have came through for my kid.
Yeah. You don't need to be fucking with nobody who do your kid like that.
Listen, someone else said, I have a man and my mom and granny taught me to depend on myself. Caps, exclamation point. Is it nice to have a supportive mate? I think she means, question mark. Yes, exclamation point. But it's always even better when you got yourself. Caps, exclamation point. I don't rely on anyone to take care of my kids. I make it happen. If dad wants to do extra, he can, but I'm mom. I got this. The moment he showed disinterest, I'm already at the store buying my child a new computer and planning my exit out of the relationship. I don't play about my kids.
My whole thing is this was discussed. You know what I'm saying? It's not like she just didn't. She just let him get him whatever, and she was just waiting around. Like they discussed what the plan was.
Mm-hmm.
He was gonna get the hand me down, and she was gonna get the accessories. She did her part. So I'm sure she would have thought like, oh, he was being weird. He didn't start being weird till the day before.
Yeah.
So at
nighttime
point,
on Christmas Eve, shit is closed.
There's nowhere she can get the shit at that point.
And it's not like cheap.
Yeah, like
someone said, this is why you don't play house, especially with a child. Like, where's the energy for the man that skated off on the kid?
What?
Like,
huh? That's. I'm sure that advice is not helpful.
You let him play with your kid for 4 years by shacking up with him and playing house. People is really upset why they're shacking up.
I mean, 4 years is a long time to. I mean, I don't. That's people got their own timeline and shit. But yeah, I mean, 4 years is a long time to be dating and still calling him. You know, like it was. It didn't seem like the dynamic is like one family. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like it's her and her son and him and his son. Like,
yeah, coexisting.
Yeah.
We got a man in the comments. Mr. Fuego 804, a local probably, if you will. Says, y'all got to stop trying to force a man to do shit on y'all time, especially if you can't do it without him. Because let's be real. If the situation was reversed and a man rushing his woman to do for his kid, they'd call him a deadbeat. But his family was in town and he didn't have to do anything. Your son has a father. So rushing him and calling him out at a dinner, you're asking for it. If anything, wait till the ride home and you can pull him aside. But he could have done it after leaving his sons, but you already lost when you tried to compare y'all's kids and how he does for his own. That energy you got for him should have been directed at the real father, not a man who chose to step up when he didn't have to. He could have gave your son a gift card and called it a day, but he told you he would do more. Be grateful of the man and not what you can get out of him. That's like me getting mad my girl does more for her daughter than my daughters, and they not her responsibility or obligation. She don't owe them nothing but love and respect, nothing material. What an idiot.
I mean,
if you're together,
they're literally living in the same house. You know what I'm saying? It's not like this is a boyfriend girlfriend relationship and they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like they're literally living together as if they're a family. So
right, and she's not comparing the kids. She's saying you made sure your son has his thing. I'm trying to make sure my son has his thing. Like
I don't get why people mad at her.
Trying to force a man to do shit on your time. They discussed that they were going to do it. She said, okay, what's the plan? She didn't try to start an argument. She said, what's the plan? You're calling a man out at a dinner. You should have waited.
I don't even think there's no, she should have did anything. I mean, there's things she's obviously could have did differently. I mean, that's for anybody in any situation. But, I mean, I'm sure she feels like, now I know. You know what I'm saying? She don't really need y'all to tell her, what she should have, could have did. What happened already.
At the _active_activist says, y'all mouth mess it up every time. LOL. Let this be a warning, fellas. Women think they can talk to you sideways even when they got their hands out, especially for their kids. Nope.
And then the whole time, they be the ones that end up alone and old and decrepit with nobody to help them and take care of them.
But you're a race and diversity auditor and a misogynist.
Wait, what?
That's what his bio says. The active activist.
That's crazy. They be the main ones, too.
Someone put, I wish she tagged his pathetic self. That's me, because I'm quick. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Someone else commented, as a man, this is a man, as a man, you should stand by your word by any means necessary. Better steal that boy a computer if you got to.
Yeah, I don't know what he did. He fucked up the money or something, but that wasn't the way to do it. You could have just told her, she would have tried to, I don't know, man. I don't know. But now the nigga about to be homeless, probably. Or one of them.
I guess I'll put a bow on it with this last pick me. Pookie got swag. Says she didn't have nothing for her son, first fail. Trying to argue with that man over his own son, second fail. Dragging it out at a dinner, third fail. When you allow someone to be your source of food, they could starve you. What he did was tasteless. Nevertheless, she needs to know her audience and should have had her son covered. And you could tell by the way she says anything about his actual son. It's a clear issue because her baby daddy may not cover the order. Never let what a person give be the all be. I think she means be all that you have, especially if you are both able and capable. And another thing, you never hear her mentioning getting his son anything either. So who's really mad?
I wonder, do pick me's really, like, when they get picked, do they just shut up?
No. Then they turn into like the wives. You serve your husband first. That type. And then someone said, so basically she relied on her boyfriend to get her son Christmas. She never said what she was going to get him or what her son's real father was getting him. That's not true. She very explicitly stated what he got. Now, whether she got it or the son's father really has nothing to do. Also, y'all know people like pass away, right?
Yeah, they don't take that into consideration.
Like, people pass away.
He doesn't have a father.
Right.
Like, did y'all ever think about that?
Like, y'all just assume people are uninvolved.
But then they gonna find some way to blame that on her. Anyway.
Like, I know people whose father passed before they were born.
Yeah.
Like, died while their mom was pregnant. Like, not everybody, it's just like, what is his father doing? So, and then he ended it with, I really don't like how women have high expectations for boyfriends and low expectations for their baby daddies. If you're getting involved with a woman and her child, if you're getting involved with anybody and their child, you know whether or not the other parent is participating at the level they should be, period. And with that information, you make a decision. Either you're going to get involved or you're not. So I don't feel like this whole, oh, well, where's his dad? You living with him. Right? So, like, what the fuck did you get him for Christmas? You live with him. You live with a child and you didn't expect to get the child nothing for Christmas? Give me a fucking break.
Yeah, that shit sad. I just feel bad for the kid.
Y'all are like trying to claim that this man is obviously father of the year when his child don't live with him. And he don't have said child on Christmas. Probably because of how he fucking act.
Or maybe, yeah, I wish he did, like, put out a response video or something, because I don't know what would make, like, somebody do some shit like that.
I think he just thought, I am man, you can't call me lazy. And I'll do it when I feel like it. And people don't play about their kids. So.
I mean, I get feeling like that, but to actually go through and, like...
That's what I'm saying. I think the computer might be at the pawn shop or some shit. Personally. Ain't no way you have a computer and you still go through with that and you're a parent yourself. There's no fucking way. But we'll keep you updated if we find the dad. Yeah, and we're going to put his @name on the screen.
Update me, please. Okay, well, I have advice from Umar.
Woo!
So he was on the Joe Budden podcast.
Oy vey.
I guess yesterday or day before.
Yeah, everyone podcast but ours.
And so he basically had like a back and forth exchange between him and one of the hosts up there. Or I don't even know who this dude is.
I don't know the new host.
Yeah, but anyway, this is how it went.
And clean this motherfucking apartment. Joe might not know who the fuck cleans this.
Son just hit me. Shoot. Are you mixed race?
No.
Or you a bunny hopper?
Yes. Per your,
that's why you have a liberal
that's
perspective.
Not true. That's not
because you go home
that's
to a
not
white
true.
woman.
Yes, but that's not true. I felt this way before I met my white girlfriend.
So help me understand how you could be so passionate about the black
I'm
law.
I'm passionate. I'm an objective thinker. I don't. If something makes sense.
So you have no loyalty to the black community.
No, I do have. I probably employ more blacks than you.
Okay, so help me understand that you employ more blacks than me, but you go home to a white woman. Why you don't have a black woman?
Because I fell in love with a white woman, not a black.
Why didn't you fall in love with a black
I
woman?
did. I fell in love with a black woman. We broke up.
Okay, and why didn't you fall in love with another black woman?
I did that too. We broke up.
Okay. And why didn't you get another one and another one and another one until you found the right one?
Because I met a white woman that I fell in love with, and that's the person that
And
I
you're
went
being
to
disingenuous about
That's not
something.
true.
And let me tell you what you're being
True.
disingenuous about.
True.
Romance is a function of focus and opportunity. If I want to date an Asian, I'm going to put myself around Asian women so I can find one. If I want to date a Latino, I'm going to put myself around Latino women so I can date one. If you wanted to marry a black woman, you would have put yourself around black women so you can find one. So how did you end up with the Caucasian? No disrespect to her.
No, not at all. What I'm telling you is the places that I go socially are not just monolithic.
So what? I went to a white college, white job. I never bunny hopped.
Listen to my question. Let me answer you. That wasn't my priority. My priority wasn't, I'm not closed off to dating Latino women. I'm not closed off to dating Asian women. I'm not closed off to dating white women. So again, in my search for romance, all of those things were on the table.
But you do understand that by not being with a black woman, you undermine the success of the black community.
That's your opinion.
That's my opinion. Then tell me how the black community benefits from you having a white woman.
If I lend to the financial uplifting of that community, one. That's one thing. Two, if I'm helping to educate the people in that particular community, that's a benefit.
Does not your white woman benefit more from your economics than any black person?
Yeah, probably.
Exactly.
So why can't they both be mutually beneficial?
You want to know why? Because she belongs to the group that is responsible for the historical oppression of your race. So why would you voluntarily go over and marry into that? Because when you marry the woman, you don't just marry the woman or date the woman. You're dating her community and her culture. And given the history of us and them, why would you dare align yourself with that if you care about us?
Let me ask you a question. I want you to let me get my answers out.
So, a lot of people have their reservations about Dr. Umar, but I felt like he was like very.
Were some of them.
Yeah, he was very like spot on, like with his reasoning and how he, what he was saying to the guy. And this one girl, I'm just gonna read her tweet because I like the way she said it. And her @ on Twitter is Miss Killa Marie. I think that's how you say it.
Thank you, Miss Marie.
If it will load, there you go. It says, so she quoted where he said she belongs to the group that is responsible for the historical oppression of your race, and the dude said so. And basically what she said was like, niggas need to stand on that, stand on the stand on the fact that you simply don't give a fuck. Yeah.
I think I retweeted that too.
And I felt like that's pretty much the gist of it, because like I feel like you can't be pro-black as a black person and marry a white person. Like, and I mean, it's no offense to nobody, you know what I'm saying? But
no offense to the black people in that situation.
Yeah, but that's just how I feel.
I think I really liked when he clocked him at, you're being disingenuous, right? Like, because there's something about calling a thing, right? Because I'm sure that there are people out there who are like, I just happen to fall in love with this person. What the fuck ever. But I'm sure that that's their stance, and there are people like the guy who played M'Baku from Black Panther. His wife is white. He said like her being white is a testament to how much he loves his wife,
right, because
of how much he loves black women,
right,
and how much he cares about black women. That feels different to me than like, oh, I tried a black girl. Like I'm just open or whatever. Like what, and it didn't work, and then I just ended up with this white woman. I don't even necessarily believe, because of the way that he stuttered before Umar was like, why don't you just date a black girl? He was caught, so I think that he didn't have an answer. So I think that some of that is lies, right? But I think that saying, you're being disingenuous, I'm on to you, so whatever nonsense you're about to spew, you better make sure it's fact-checked and it's clear.
Yeah, I actually want to go back and watch that whole. I stopped listening to Joe Budden podcast long time ago, but I do want to go back and listen to that because he was really eating his ass up, and
he had to say something that set off like the actually helpful spidey senses that Umar has, right? For him to be like, wait a minute, because isn't that how it starts? Wait a minute, are you mixed race? No. Are you bunny hopper? Yes. Like he knew it was coming.
Yeah.
He knew it was coming. And so I agree. I'm not going to tell you to not marry white people because we could be taken down for that.
Yeah. You just can't be pro-black and...
Don't you get Azealia Banks in our comments. Don't even do it. Don't even fucking do it. Don't even do it. Because once we get that notification from Cheapy XO, I'm handing in my resignation.
Oh, wait.
Because Azealia Banks will read us to the fucking studs. So just imply it.
Oh, wait. Yeah, sure, leave me alone.
And I don't want a problem with Miss Cat either.
Who's Miss Cat?
Doja.
Oh.
So everybody has a different thing. Y'all do y'all thing. I wouldn't do that. But you can.
Yeah. Do what you want to do. I'm just saying for me.
You have to explain. There's a judgment day for us all.
Right. Hey, what you do on your day, what happens on your day is your business.
At least be able to explain yourself better than that guy.
Yeah.
Because he looked a mess. Well, that's been another episode of Let Me Stay Focused, a podcast. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break. Happy New Year again. By the time you hear this, you probably done fucked over your resolutions. It's okay.
You can always start over.
We care for you regardless. Bye.
Peace.